So today, food production is pervaded and encroached in its logic of debt by financialization, making use of maximizing and toxic, again, literally toxic tools of production like fertilizers and genetically modified organisms that are in practice mandatory to anyone trying to make a living, however bare, from growing food in the land. And very often, people dedicated to agriculture can't even afford to work their own land with freedom, even if they have it. And examples of how this changes with basic income, I think, are very interesting in, for instance, the pilots that some of our comrades have done from BN have done in India. And also, if you're interested in this topic, in conditional cash transfers in Latin America show similar patterns of how independence of farmers and people doing agriculture change when you have an income. So if we want to move to more regenerative, organic, and respectful ways of relating with the land, broadly speaking, including agriculture, but other forms, that allow time, for instance, for the soil to rest, that allow for the unpredictability of uneven yields, then basic income could definitely be a game changer, allowing to escape from these cycles of debt that are so present today. And again, all these considerations that I'm saying on what are the very practical challenges to transform our livelihoods in a degrowth context convert in some practical consequences to think about basic income in an ecologically minded way. So for instance, and I think this is an important example, the full implementation of basic income could start, not as it is often thought in a very socioeconomic stratification of we're going to start with the poor and we're going to expand from there, which is, I think, the most commonly thought way of implementing basic income. But what if we thought about this, for instance, starting as a conservation income, which is an idea from Fletcher and Bucher, who developed this idea of convivial conservation. So what if we gave an unconditional basic income to people in areas critically affected by biodiversity loss? That we know biodiversity loss and the precarization of the people that live in those lands go hand in hand. You know, the more precarious and threatened they are, the more biodiversity suffers. So taking care of people and taking care of the land is literally the same project